Well, thank you for opening the door. Like that was totally rude.
Would be adding more soil? Because there's been a number of, quite a bit of soil settling. I haven't really seen anybody beat it up.
Not much on the compost. I actually spoke to someone who lives in Tokyo, and they have their own garden, and talked to him at a garden supply place about the possibility. The question is logistics of bringing in through the door. That one.
Right, so
small containers, we should have a couple of our piles also.
Yeah.
Like, it was a number of years ago. I think I heard
yeah, I got it.
No coordination in this group.
no, quite a bit.
Oh.
What was it, 4 years ago? We went at some anymore. We put in, I think we cut in like 2 bales of moss.
I don't even want to be here. I know it's gonna be all picky and what's what, and everybody can take one control of the whole garden, like last year.
You know, amendments to, because there is quite a bit of settling there. And I know that peat moss isn't like the most PC stuff to use, but you know what, it's really easy. It's one big.
Easiest, like, you throw in the word castings and.
So that, and then, you know, again, some of the people that actually formed the initial, garden committee that was, you know, obviously disbanded. You know, we set down, you know, some, I don't want to say rules, but guidelines on what we can and sort of shouldn't be doing out there. And, you know, yeah, we all worked really hard on that. So one of the things that we have put in there is to leave the outer beds that were sort of allocated over here.
The lot should be a lot bigger.
Remind me if I'm off too much. We not only did that, but sort of
We're not there.
help the Bloom group not believe, but sort of trusting that we're trying to make really good decisions, and we're going to keep people from getting into
We had a
planting
garden,
nonsense in
we
the
didn't
outer
fucking
beds.
tend to it or nothing.
So, with that sort of, you know, I will say rule, you know, there's been, and again, food is great. Everyone eats food. But there's been some, like, plantings in the outer beds that specifically curtail the effective use of the watering system in place. And I'll just say lilies and rhubarb.
Yeah.
So what is
Rhubarb
going
has a job. Rhubarb has a job to do. No, so it can be moved. Who cares?
I've got the floor. If you want to talk after me, just put up your hand, dude.
Well,
So,
I'm
so
having
with
trouble
that
with
said,
it's taking us a long time.
yeah, we've got
I'm sorry, I'm just
apple trees.
This is what I want to do so that we can start to settle our differences and realize that, you know, we have to work together.
So,
Yeah, not bullying or arguing out in the garden, or one person taking control of the garden. That's not fair.
Okay, I have to leave. I'm sorry.
Okay? That's the reality.
I have a long list of things that I would like to talk to you about, and I would like to work on all of these things, but right now, the interpersonal.
One person take the whole garden.
so anyways, just to finish, you know, what's happened is there's not effective water being done on apple trees. And look, apple trees have been there for like 6 years.
Yeah.
And they're not getting water because there's like these huge bushes growing around all of the, so,
Oh, the sprinkler.
so you have the sprinkler system, and like, you know, 6 years later, maybe you can sort of put together like, wow, I shouldn't have planted that huge bush there because now nothing in the bed's getting water.
Yeah.
That was, you know, my initial instinct of let's get.
He had a garden, didn't even tend to it.
That's all I'm saying.
And we're reading for that, right?
So do you think we need like a complete revamping of like the communal beds, like just
Yeah.
clear over those beds and just replant them fresh from scratch?
Well, you know, it seems like there's allocated
Yes and no. That could yes and no. There, I mean, like you said, the echinacea.
She's trying to speak.
The echinacea bed is 6 years old. There's a lot of power in that. You've got some flowers. Sakura's got her flowers at the end. They're very important. What are those? Hydrangeas, right? Those are going to come back every year. So I think the answer to that is both.
Okay.
Because there are plants that are going to return.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's the community beds, right?
What is it? Perennial
But
and
let's
annual.
separate the community
Perennial
beds
annual,
and give the residents
right?
more space to grow their stuff for food.
What is that called?
Yeah.
That's the community beds, right? The community beds should be separated and not divided on one person to take control of the whole garden.
I just
Yes.
want to clarify.
Yes,
that-
Marie?
So we're talking three different beds here.
Yeah, there's a few
The
different.
perimeter beds.
And topics.
Outside, three beds, 1, 2, 3. but,
Yep.
I say increase the bed size for the people.
You're interrupting. Plots, individual plots.
Well, no, that's,
Increase the
So
sizes
say
of the
if we
beds.
did- Say if we decided to, like, we go through and we say, okay, we're gonna keep these two the way they are, but these two really need to, like, be refreshed.
I think that's a great idea.
are we talking community beds?
I think we're talking perimeter beds and, well, both
Perimeter
that
and
and
community.
community.
Okay.
I'm not talking about individual plots. I'm not gonna regulate what you do in your individual plot. That's up to you.
Right.
The individual plot should be a little bit bigger. It's 6 by 6. It's not going to grow
The
anything.
size isn't gonna change, the size is gonna stay the way it is.
For this year?
Yeah.
Well, last year the whole Tom had the whole garden himself. He wrote he
We're not mentioning names. in
that
here.
that's
We're not mentioning names.
well, whatever. It's just it comes to the point. It has to come to a point that one person cannot control the whole garden. All summer long, I was bullied, harassed out in the garden. I shouldn't have to be bullied and harassed, like even scared to even come down here to tend to my garden.
I understand.
That shouldn't happen. Okay, I shouldn't feel unsafe. I shouldn't feel unsafe. And some women in the community here has community gardens or whatever. This community garden should be separated.
Well, the community garden is separate, right?
Well, it has the equal divided.
No. There's personal beds. And then
Yeah, but the sizes of the personal beds are not going to be any bigger. So, it's like we're in a little prison box here to walking around planting and picking our fruits or whatever to grow. And there shouldn't be 2 or 3 people down here. Last year was only down here and it took the whole control of the whole garden.
Well, I think that's why we're all getting
that's
together.
not good.
Is to try to
That-
deconstruct that.
But
Like
that-
if I have this meeting correct, is we're trying to get together to deconstruct that.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Am
Right,
I-
this
okay.
is unnecessary behavior. We're all
Do you
adults.
think you've made your point?
We're all adults.
Have you made your point?
Has she made her point? Yeah.
You.
Yeah, me, she, her. Thank you.
So,
Pardon me, maybe you should wear a name tag.
it's like,
I'm Rolliger, well known.
here right now are very competent gardeners.
Okay.
But without a collective sort of group thing, we're going to be planting, someone will plant rhubarb right where the apple trees getting the water. So, we have more than one person working on a project, you're going to get a better comprehensive view of what's going on there.
Yeah.
So, I say, sort of with confidence, I mean, it's great. We've got grape, there's another grape over there. There's a bunch of figs in the back there. Like,
Oh, so
those are
berries.
great. Yeah, are they figs?
Yeah, they're amazing. They finally bloomed. Last year was the first fruit.
So I'll just say, so my idea is allow like a small group of people with provable knowledge about gardening activities to sort of conduct activities in those 3 outer beds, which are
A garden is supposed to be an art.
right? So you don't get all these people wanting to frickin' throw lilies and this and that and another, because those beds will outlive us all. Like those apple trees should grow for 20 more years.
Yeah.
Before I go,
Very well if they get the water.
Well, they also need to be staked properly as well.
Well, no, for sure. And, I think there's 2 posts there. But,
Yeah, but they need the wire, right? So-
well, water's first.
yeah, me too. I got dinner upstairs. I just came back from work.
Could you be quieter when you're talking?
So getting that system looked at, blah, 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 but like to try to keep meddling hands out of there so that you can go down there and go, I'm going to add an extra fig here, knowing that you've got like 4 or 5 other people going, yeah, she's going to, so no one's going to come in and mess your stuff up.
Do you think you
I
would
mean,
benefit from the guidance and support of like a master gardener?
Absolutely.
No, absolutely
Yeah.
no. We had one Remember we had one.
Who was it? We never had one. Who was it?
We had some UBC gardeners come from, and they were here with us for the first 2 or 3 weeks when we tore up all the original herbs.
Yeah, they were just helping us to replant.
No, they were UBC master
And one other thing
gardeners.
before I go, okay?
Yes, Angela, okay.
Some of these gardens, okay, I have a plot that's really tiny, but some of the gardens here are oversized.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, they are oversized. That's why I'm saying maybe make the plots a little bit bigger, because some of the gardens here that people have are very oversized. They're bullies in the garden. That's totally the truth.
There's only two that are bigger.
Well, that's not fair. It's not fair still, because if the two are bigger than the others, that's not fair.
It certainly doesn't look very fair from when you're looking at it on this.
No, it doesn't. I took a picture of it the other day.
I'm just saying a point. Okay, some of the gardens are bigger than the other ones,
Yeah.
and that's the point. That's the point hasn't been done.
Thank you so much for your
So
input.
I gotta go home and eat my dinner and watch my hockey game.
Thank you.
Okay,
May
be
your team win.
safe, be strong, and yes, I'll be running for a city council in year 2022, this August.
Thank you for coming.
A lot of shit has to fly,
Right.
and fair, because downtown east side, some of the people
But
are
this
not
is a
fair.
garden meeting.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes, we're in the downtown east side, and people are not fair, they have more space than other people.
Thank you for your point.
Point.
Well,
Have a good day, I'll keep on rolling.